Oh, thank you. I think there's an echo. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to start the May 27th, 2025 meeting of the FairTV RTM. Will the clerk take the roll? Ken Astorita? Here. Peter Britton? Here. Melissa Longo? Brooks Veracino? Here. Sarah Cook Whitman? Here. Evan LeClote? Dave Rock? Here. Chris Shea? Here. Bob Ellwanger? Here. Mike Hardigan? Here. Jeff Steele? Cindy Waldron? Here. Mark Carson? Here. Michelle McCabe? Here. Marcy Spallier? Here. Liz Esma? Here. Josh Garskoff? Here. Kristen O'Neill? Here. Sharon Pastilli? Here. Jay Wolk? Here. Rob Blanchard? Nancy Donnie? Eric Juniak? Here. Alex Ocampo? Steve Barretts? Lori Galdenzi? John Kuhn? Here. Scott Nickel? Here. Lenny Brayman? Here. Chris Carroll? Here. Colin Colburn? Here. Christine Libuzak? Here. Drew Georgiadis? Lisa Havey? I hate Christine. Mark McDermott? Here. Karen Wackerman? Here. Matt Ambrose? Here. Justin Contrato? Margaret Horton? Here. Yaratsky? Here. So long goes online. Thank you. Let's all stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If anyone has not figured it out yet, we are on Zoom room tonight, so please refrain from whispering and rappers. And if you can't hear me online, just type it into the chat. Item number 2 on our agenda is to consider and act upon the minutes of the joint committee meetings held on March 24th, 2025 and April 21st, 2025. The budget hearings held on April 7th, 2025, April 9th, 2025, and April 10th, 2025. The regular monthly meeting held on April 28th, 2025, and the annual budget meeting held on May 5th, 2025. Do I have a motion to approve? Representative Nichols, seconded by Representative Carson. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, from the body, is there any public comment on the minutes? Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries. We do not have a consent calendar as our finance committee did not have a quorum. We'll move on to item 3, to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolve that the bond resolution entitled, "A Resolution Appropriating $500,000 for the design costs for facility and grounds upgrades at the Adaptive Recreation Center and authorizing the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation be and hereby is approved." Do I have a motion to approve? Moved by Representative O'Neill, seconded by Representative Blanchard. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none. Is there any comments from the public? If you're a member of the public, you have a comment, just type your name in the chat. Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries. Moving on to item number 4, to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolve that the bond resolution entitled, "A Resolution Amending and Restating a Resolution Entitled, A Resolution Appropriating $2,871,839 for the cost of certain non-recurring capital projects and authorizing the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation to increase the appropriation and bond authorization by $584,649 to a total of $3,456,488 be and hereby is approved." Do I have a motion to approve? Representative Carroll, seconded by Representative McCabe. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none from the body, is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries. Moving on to item number 5, to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolve that an appropriation of $21,760 be and hereby is approved for the amounts owed under agreements between the Town of Fairfield and Osprey Initiative LLC, Earth Place Incorporated, and State of Connecticut Department of Transportation for a litter interception boom system. This item is fully funded using account 1000607053200, also known as the NIP Fund. This was approved at the May 8th Board of Finance meeting. Do I have a motion to approve? Representative Garskoff, seconded by Representative Wolk. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none from the body, is there any public comment on this item? Seeing none, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries. Moving on to item 6, to hear, consider, and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance.
Moderator, can I make a motion to waive the reading?
Sure. Seconded by Representative Colburn.
It's a long one.
All those in favor to waive the reading signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion to waive the reading passes. Now do I have a motion to approve? Representative Carson, seconded by Representative Rock. This item was approved by the Board of Finance at their May 20th, 2025 meeting. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none from the body, is there any public comment? Seeing none from the public, we'll take it to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? The motion carries. Item 7, which is to hear and consider for the first time amendments to the Shellfish Commission ordinance. Was presented to us last week at our joint committee meeting and will be voted on at our next regular meeting. Are there any comments from the body or questions from the body regarding this item? Again, we're not voting on it today. Seeing none, if there's any members of the public that would like to speak to the shellfish ordinance, you can do so today. There'll also be an opportunity next month. Seeing none, item 8 is first time we're hearing for the citation procedures and fines for zoning and inland wetlands and watercourse violation ordinance. Again, this was presented to us last week. We will not vote on this until next month, but if there's any questions from the body. Seeing none. Any members of the public have any questions or comments regarding item 8? Seeing none. Item 9 is to hear and consider for the first time amendments to the taxation ordinance. Again, this was presented to us last week. We won't be voting on this till next month. Are there any questions regarding this? Seeing none, any from the public? Seeing none, that brings us to item 10, to consider and act upon any other matters presented to said meeting at which may be properly acted upon under the rules of the representative town meeting. Are there any other matters to be presented? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Representative Wolk, seconded by Representative Zezima. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned at 8:11 p.m.